Doing today?
Doing well. We just leave it open for questions.
What's up, Lachana? How you doing?
I get to see you shoot around today, so I had to come back here. And shoot.
What's up?
Coming off the loss, what's the energy today?
I think it's pretty good. Our team does a really good job of next play mentality. It's something that we preach. And so now it's next game mentality. WNBA is short season, condensed. Can't really dwell on a loss. We need to be better. That's 100%. We need to be better, but next game.
How surprised might not be the right word, but how encouraged have you been by AD, how they've played here in this stretch of games?
AD's played well. I think having played with AD in 2019, I knew exactly what we were getting. So, I mean, they haven't surprised me as much as I think other people. I understand COVID was a big deal, and is a big deal, but they haven't surprised me as much as maybe you guys.
What about their game why has the fit been so? It seems seamless the way.
I honestly think just comfort level, a confidence. Sometimes when you have a fresh scenery, a fresh start, new coach, different things like that, I think it makes you feel comfortable. I think I played with AD, had a lot of confidence when I did play with them back in 2019, and just encourage them to be themselves. And so it's the same here. Just go out and play your game.
When it comes to Ryan Howard, what kind of discussions do you have with her as it pertains to how she's getting guarded on a nightly basis?
Yeah, just telling her, like, this is it. This is the WNBA. Welcome to it. Like, this is going to happen to you day in, day out. You have to figure out ways to get your shots off, to score, to be aggressive, without being frustrated. I think that she does a good job, but she's a rookie. Like, there are going to be nights where, it's not the best night, but Ryan's capable of doing much more than just scoring the basketball. She has to figure out other ways to be effective.
And one more for me. How do you, when it comes to guarding the three ball, what kind of adjustments do you think your team needs to make? Does Connecticut hit you there and then New York?
Yeah, they just need to guard it better.
Coach, you talk about, every game being an opportunity for this team to learn, to grow into your system. What was the opportunity after losing to New York that you could address that you think will make you better, not just for Connecticut?
Yeah, that we're not there yet. That was the opportunity. We are not a good enough team to come in and start the game the way that we start that game and think that we can still win it. I don't care if you're at home. I don't care where you're at. We are not there yet. Do not relax. Stay hungry. That was the lesson. Stay hungry. I think that game we came in and acted like our shit did not stink, and New York handed it to us, and we got everything we deserved. And so the lesson in the speech after the game was, we're not that good yet.
Offensively, how do you feel like you guys can be better?
We can stop turning the ball over. I mean, that's been such a huge thing for us. The games where we've had low turnovers, we've done a decent job. I think when you're meal piecing and you're throwing people in these games, it's going to be hard offensively. The chemistry and different things like that. So one thing that I hope is we can get everybody back healthy. But the other thing is just keeping our pace, not standing still, having double actions within our offense. All those different things really do help us when we do it at a high level. But when we only do it for about 15 or 20 minutes, or a possession here, a possession there, is really when we get stagnant and we turn the ball over, or we take bad shots. So shot selection is a big part of that as well.
Defensively, talking about guarding the 3-point line, you've seen a couple of teams, like Brendan pointed out. Do you feel like you need at all to change the philosophy defensively for the rest of the season to cater more towards that, or is it just specifically giving more attention?
What do you think our philosophy is to guard the 3-point line?
What do I think it is?
Yeah, you asked me if I need to change my philosophy. So I'm asking you, what do you think our philosophy is in terms of guarding the 3-point line?
Well, I'm wondering, I guess, if you need to outstretch a little bit more rather than play more so like a pack line, not allow people to penetrate through the paint. If
Yeah.
You want to put more ball pressure, heels on the line, 3-point line.
Yeah, so our defensive principles are to put ball pressure. And when we don't put ball pressure, then we allow people to attack us, draw to, create, and then kick. So one of our biggest things is the girls will tell you we do something called war drill. And war drill is nothing but ball pressure. And so it's on them to go out there and execute war drill because we talk about war drill every game. Every time out we come to, we need war drill, we need ball pressure. We need to keep the ball at the middle of the floor, different things like that. They just have to go out and execute. It's always the game plan. We focus obviously on personnel a lot, but our game plan is to keep the ball out the middle of the floor and have ball pressure majority of the time.
With a Connecticut team that can put a lot of pressure on your defense in the paint and being shorthanded with a player that could really help you, like if Yvonne or even a Coffee
Yeah,
in a matchup against Alyssa Thomas, what do you do about that aspect of it?
it's tough. I mean, it really is. It's a tough situation that we're in, but we're really going to try to focus on ourselves. And we're going to throw some different things at them and see if that can bother them a little bit. I don't think the last game we tried to play off of Thomas a little bit, and I thought she did a good job of distributing and finding people and different things like that, even though she's not a 3-point shooter or a real threat from the outside, but she does a good job of finding. So I think this game we'll just try to play to our principles. We'll have ball pressure on the perimeter because that's part of our principle, and see if that can disrupt them a little bit from entry passes and different things like that. Make it a little bit tougher for them to get the ball in the post.
Coach, you guys have the #1 rated defense in the league.
Still?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
We didn't give up 90, 100, 92. What? I'm shocked.
But you guys are the #1 rated defense, and I was just wondering how can you keep that level of intensity up?
I mean, I'm shocked to be honest with you. I'm shocked that we still are because we've been giving up so many points in these last few games. But it's something that we work on. You know what I mean? We work a lot on it. We talk a lot about it. So I think keeping our focus and executing our defensive game plans when we have the chance to do that, I think that really helps us. So that always has to be high level for us. When we're not high level in our execution is when you see teams score 90 plus points on us. So I think our focus and our attention to detail is really important.
Time for one more.
Good?
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.